shooting guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 5, center at 7 foot 0 inches. Number 7, the other forward position, standing 6'5", number 8, at guard, 6'6", number 2.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. And a chance here to check out some stats for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he hasn't been making as much of an impact with his defense as he had been earlier in the season. Steal numbers have dropped off in the past 5 games. He'll need to put a lot more effort into his defense here tonight.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. We've got Bridges. Smith is out there with ball. Then it's Mark Williams. And it's Green in at the small forward. And for the Thunder, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his top. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. So, Greg, with the season winding down, a lot of what-ifs for the teams. What about players? Do they experience that as well?
You can't help but wonder what could have been if your team struggled, Kevin. Players are just like fans in that regard.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. Ball, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Bridges. And Holmgren pulls it down. And here are the Thunder now. It's Dort on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander against Ball. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Connects from 3-point range.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, so dangerous in pick and roll. He's going to keep you off balance because he can score it or facilitate.
Bridges finds Ball. Williams, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Outside, Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Boy, that is a heads-up play right there by Lou Dort. He sees an opening and gets the ball exactly where it needs to go.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Bridges. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, that's just anticipation from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, making things happen defensively and turning it into offense.
Pass the ball. Pulls it from the elbow. Again, the Hornets score.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
At every point on the floor tonight, if you're going to have any chance.
And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from three-point territory and with great range from 3. But maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, DB, it didn't take long, did it, for Holmgren to live up to his draft status?
Holmgren, Kevin, was an immediate impact player on both ends of the floor. At his size, to be able to shoot with range and the rim protection he provides, it was absolutely worth the wait for his team. This young man has got a toughness that has shocked even me. Boy, you think about the size and skill set that should allow Chet Holmgren to be very good for a very long time.
And it's Williams finishing it off.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Outside, Dort. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside, Williams. To the middle. Just 5 on the clock. And Dort gets it to go.
Wow, the floater game working for Lou Dort.
Outside, Green. For 3, Bridges. And the rebound goes to the Thunder, getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
You know, some teams just have your number, and that was the case between these two last season. I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Here's Ball. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
At the line for one.
What's up?
That's good from Ball. LaMelo Ball came in like a storm into this NBA, Doris, but hasn't been able to stay healthy since.
It's so true, Kevin, and that's unfortunate because the skill is apparent every time he plays. He's a game changer with his size and his playmaking. The NBA is better off because of the flair and the style he brings when he is healthy.
And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And it's Green with the jam.
You love to see the unselfishness of Miles Bridges. Just another guy has a better shot. He's ready to move that basketball.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 7. Inside. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. 9 points for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Elbow shot is on the way. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Thunder. Down low. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist from Williams. Holmgren's got 6.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Averaging about 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Now here's Williams. What a tremendous game he played against New York. against Smith. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, the Thunder score.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Here's Smith. This game we saw him score 13. Here's Williams, and the slam by Williams.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Doors. He is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
And he knocks down the first one. Hey, DB, we don't see a lot of them, but from what you have seen and heard, what can the Charlotte Hornets do better to improve their overall game?
Well, I think one of the things you have to look at is what are they doing successfully on the offensive end and what are their weaknesses? One of the weaknesses is drawing fouls and getting opportunities at the free throw line. To me, Kev, the best teams do a good job of getting easy points, whether in transition or at the charity stripe.
Now, here's Bridges, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Ball. And the shot goes in. That's now 8 points for Williams.
With the size he brings to the guard position, you love to see LaMelo assert himself down low.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And it's slammed in by Williams.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 13 points in the game. Over ball. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15 points.
There's so many ways Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can create for this offense. He's becoming one of the top scorers in the game.
Smith kicks to Bridges. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 15. Green with the rebound.
And he's going to have a hard time shaking off that miss. Everything was going right. The dunk was lined up beautifully, but not to be.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Hornets with the rebound. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, Doris, there's no question Miles Bridges is a talented scorer out on the wing.
You are exactly right, Kevin. This is a young man capable of putting up 20 points per game on a nightly basis. Now I want to see Bridges take strides as a defender. He has to show more commitment on that end of the floor.
The first one falls. Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
Both free throws good from Bridges. You know, Greg, one thing you noticed, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. And Mark Daignault calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
Time for your Thunder Girls. Come on, everyone, make some noise.
As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. Taking a look at the Hornets. It's been a rough season for them. The good news is the lottery is only a couple months away. Williams passes to Williams. Now, here's Caruso. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Lock at 6. Wiggins from outside. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Simpson. Defended by Caruso. Nurkic a screen on Williams. Bridges passes to Nurkic. Rebound by Williams. Thunder trailing by 6. Williams kicks to Wallace. Wiggins a screen on Curry to the inside. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
And for a power forward, he can shoot, get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now, here's Bridges. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New York.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collecting huge amounts of rebounds. Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Outside Williams. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Simpson. Defended by Caruso. Curry passes to Nurkic. Over Wiggins. Another miss by Nurkic.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Wiggins sets a screen for Williams. To the paint. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City. 1:06 left in the first quarter of the game. Nice shot by Wallace.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Here's Simpson. Still without a basket. Here's Salon. It's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Caruso. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. There's Ball with the 3. Traps in the tray.
3 points.
Ball's got 8 points.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Wallace. Here's Wiggins. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Thunder have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Wiggins. And both free throws good for Wiggins. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. With the drive. Excellent D there from Williams.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Wallace the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 seconds left. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We come back right after this. Some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
Charlotte has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Setting the floor for the Hornets. They've got LaMelo Ball, and it's Diabate in at the 4. So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner 3 now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
Pass to Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
I'll tell you, the defender draped all over use of Nurkic. He never loses his concentration. What a finish.
Wallace finds Caruso. Five to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, the Thunder score.
Boy, that's just a vet move right there. Night in, night out. Gilgeous-Alexander, such terrific awareness.
Wallace against Ball. And there's the drive. Pass to Diabate. Here's Simpson. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Simpson, no good. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Hornets.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Doris, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, two-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom.
Now here's Caruso. Hasn't made one yet. Down low. Pass to Salon. Here's Simpson. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at the NBA scoring leaders since the All-Star break. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, number 1.
He is making his mark in a big way and with big points. You love to see guys get better the later in the season we get.
That one is off. Williams is checked in for the Thunder. So he can't get either to fall.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
Pass to Salon. To the middle. Here's Simpson. And he converts the layup. And it's a 5-point Hornets lead.
And they've had 3 baskets.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Now, defense on him. Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Ball feeling it out a bit to the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Hornets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And that one misses. And the Thunder with some changes. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Wallace. No good on the second free throw. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against Philadelphia. And that one's good. Caruso.
This guy plays with such confidence and an ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Ball finds Williams. Here's Salon. Ball with it. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Out to Smith. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Sacramento Kings.
And that game against Memphis, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Things really clicking for them at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
That's tipped. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Caruso kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 25 points in the game. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And so it's Charlotte with it, following the score by Oklahoma City. Smith the pass to ball. 6 to shoot. Looking to end the run. And no good that time. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Williams comes in for Alex Caruso.
Substitution on the court.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Holmgren in the corner. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander carries it from three-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
About 25 points per game, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
Now here's Williams. 10 points for him. Green passes to Bridges, trying to get something going, and Ball with the lay-in. And it's 13 points for LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, this is just a big-time offensive performance from a young LaMelo Ball. He's already put the league on notice.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, New York makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. He can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't carve. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report.
I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he has 28 points for the game. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for LaMelo Ball.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
First free throw is good.
Boy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has become a walking bucket, folks. This is now an elite NBA scorer.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Williams up on top. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got 14 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
When you look at the game of Mark Williams, Doris, what impresses you the most?
Well, probably his size and athleticism. That combination makes him an immediate fit. He understands which shots to take on the offensive end, seems to have a great feel for how to position himself on the defensive end and how to mix it up on the glass. You combine strength, athleticism, unbelievable hops, Miles Bridges. Yes, sir.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. 32 points in the game. Yep, that one goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 7 now for the Thunder.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
Here's Simpson. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Williams gets the bucket.
Well, Jalen Williams very comfortable operating out of that mid-range area.
Bridges outside. Outside, Green. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 5 assists in the game.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 34. Bridges with the board.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Here's Simpson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Dort. There's Williams, and Williams slams it in.
You can see Jalen Williams' speed on display right there. Gets out to score on the fast break.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Hornets trail by 8. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to talk to his guys. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
And he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat him.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on screen. Show us your best moves. Let's go. Show us those moves. Everybody get down. Nice try. It's all good.
For Gilgeous-Alexander. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in. Williams dishes to Smith. Out to Bridges. That 3 off the mark.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Now here's Williams. T right on him. Good on the triple. Holmgren's got 12 in the game.
And playing up tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Back to Smith. Here's the 3. Drills it from outside.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here's Dort. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Dort with a screen for Williams over Green. The Hornets pull it in. Bridges has got his 6th rebound on the night. Smith on the wing. Back to Bridges. Bridges double team. Charlotte moving the ball around. Green. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Charlotte making a switch. Curry's checked in.
One shot.
One shot.
That's good from Green. The Thunder leading by 5. Wallace outside. Inside. Here's Holmgren. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Curry against Wallace. Curry is inside. Pass to Williams. Holmgren against Bridges. Off target with his 3. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Now, Holmgren. From down in the low post, it goes. And it's a 9-point Thunder lead.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so it's Oklahoma City ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans at one shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about this shot. Someone left the window open. Give it up for the participant.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details, things working out so far for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Dominant performance from this offense. As a fan, you just have to admire it and see what they're doing.
Yeah, they're hitting the 3 major E's: effective, efficient, and entertaining.
I like the way you did that.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
And for their matchup with the Clippers, although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that. You know, that's when you let your guard down.
And in this league, Jet, it seems like upsets happen every week. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
And so here's Charlotte, 9-point game. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Shot clock at 6, and it's Green missing. Oklahoma City's gone to 3-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Williams looking over the floor. Back to Hartenstein, and that one, good. Hartenstein's got the lead up to 11 now for the Thunder.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now Williams, following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. Williams passes to Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Ball dishes to Smith. On the wing, Bridges. Williams, a screen on Holmgren. That shot wide open. Bridges has got 15.
Miles Bridges getting more and more audacious from the three-point line. We see you, sir.
Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Williams. It's good.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
When you talk about Jalen Williams, Doris, is it fair to say this guy has superstar-level potential?
Without a doubt, Kevin. Jalen Williams is a three-level scorer. He's fearless in the clutch. He has the hunger to keep improving, and he can be a lockdown defender. He's got all the tools to reach the level you're talking about.
That's one for their first four to start the second half.
Here's Holmgren. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 18 points for him.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And give a round of applause for your winner, Duke Disney.
The league's stingiest defense. Second, the Thunder.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
On defense, Oklahoma City. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Bridges double-teamed. Williams inside. He's defended by Hartenstein. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Shooting for Charlotte, Mark Williams. At the line for one.
And that one falls for Williams. The Thunder leading by 11. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Dort with a screen for Williams. A floater. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Green with a screen for Ball. No good from outside. Well, Thunder have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Holmgren wide open. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Well, the very definition of a stretch big, right? Chet Holmgren comes in with the reputation as a spacer.
Bridges kicks to Smith. Charlotte again missing. But Thunder have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Nailed from three-point land.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Ball no good.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Ball. 13 points in the game.
Well, you know how problematic LaMelo is for defenders. Oh, he's so willing to draw some contact.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
And the first one drops.
One thing that impresses you about LaMelo, the way he reads defenses and makes the game easier for everyone around him.
Ball hits them both. Oklahoma City leading by 17. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. The 11-footer. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Dort.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Now, here's Bridges. 15 points in the game. To the inside. Bridges double team. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Caruso's checked in. The Hornets also with a sub. Diabate's checked in. The Thunder leading by 17. And here is Caruso. Door to screen on Ball. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. High quality look. He sinks it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 40 points. Smith outside. Back to Ball. To the paint. Here's Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
What you love is Miles Bridges has kept his foot on the gas pedal. Started out scoring well and continues to keep the pressure on.
Now, here's Dort. He has 5. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Charlotte turns it over again.
Looking now at some numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been dominant over the last month. He's averaging 35 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Outside, Dort. Caruso against Bridges. Off target with the open look.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
And it's Williams with the jam.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he has 42. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. Hits the three-point bomb. Williams has got 9.
If you let Jalen Williams get to his spots in the catch and shoot, good night, folks.
Ball, the pass to Smith. Back to Ball. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Ball's got 6 here in this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Smith against Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Now Caruso. Dort is screen on Bridges. Caruso, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Floats it up for Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. His numbers are borderline ridiculous in the best way possible at the moment. He's averaging nearly 33 points a game. Pass to Hartenstein. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Caruso. And it's off from three-point range. Hornets trail by 16. And Ball gets double-teamed. From deep. And the three ball is good. Ball's got 9 points here in the second half.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Williams kicks to Caruso. Pass to Dort. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Oklahoma City.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
I think tonight has also, guys, been about the lost art of the mid-range jumper. If you utilize that in-between game right, there's plenty of value in it.
Here's Simpson. Pass to Bridges. Down low. Here's Diabate. Here's Simpson. Charlotte moving the ball around.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Trying his luck from deep. The shot comes out. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Outside Williams. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And this is a good time to bring you a rundown of the hottest three-point bombers from the shooting guard position over the course of the last 10 games. Take a look at Wallace, one of the best shooters in the NBA, top 5 in the league at this moment.
These guys are gunners. I mean, they've got the green light at all times because of their three-point shooting. I mean, they are cash money.
You don't want to get into a three-point contest with any of these players. The range we see among that group is beyond belief. Even against the tightest of coverage, no shot is a bad shot for any of them.
They're capable of scorching you from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes advantage.
To the middle. And Wiggins throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Bridges outside. Misses the 3. The Thunder leading by 15. 55 seconds left to play in the third. Williams finds Wiggins. A floater. And Bridges with the block.
Oh, how about that rejection from Miles Bridges? Send it back.
Curry looking around. Pass to Nurkic. Over Williams. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Curry. And it's 6 points for Nurkic.
and likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Well, sometimes when you've got size, your release point is so high that you're going to get a good look no matter what.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
For Oklahoma City, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
At the line for your Thunder, Williams. Shooting one.
That's good from Williams.
I mean, Jalen Williams is a guy who a lot of people are excited about. He has the talent to be a multi-time All-Star and perhaps an even higher ceiling than that.
Inside and finished off by Nurkic.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Setting the floor for the Hornets, we've got Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Ball in at the shooting guard. He gets it in there.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
Outside, Ball. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Now you love the tenacity right there of LaMelo Ball. Play through the contact, get the and one opportunity.
At the line for the Hornets, LaMelo Ball. At the line for one.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
The Thunder leading by 13. With the step back. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
The pressure that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can put on a defense with his ability to drive, that quickness just a problem for defenders.
Shooting two.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
To the inside, Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist on the night. The Thunder leading by 13. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Another bucket. Wow! That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Pass to Diabate. Wallace against Ball. Just 5 to shoot. Nurkic the pass to Ball. And a miss there on the triple.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Here's Salon. Here's Simpson. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Wallace. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass the ball. Launches it. Rebound by Wallace.
Oh, it was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of a shooter. It's so important.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Nurkic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Diabate. Here's Simpson. Buries the long-range jumper.
Simpson for 3.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Wallace against Ball. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Wallace against Ball. Pass to Diabate. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. 6 to shoot. Charlotte needs to get a shot up. Here's Simpson. The Thunder pull it in. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
Now, I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
And the shot goes in.
Let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Ball against Wallace. Shakes him. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Second team foul. Shooting for Charlotte, lameloball. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
LaMelo, a guy who is so unique in terms of his frame and the game, but boy, the potential is limitless.
Dort, he's checked in for Wallace. Smith checked in for Charlotte. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. 13-point lead. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wiggins. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, you see SGA and the strides he's making as a playmaker. This guy is so good, on point with his reads.
Nurkic dishes to Smith. Right side, Ball. Nurkic a screen on Dort. Ball, the pass to Nurkic. Out to Smith from outside the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins from outside. And the rebound by Nurkic. Hornets trail by 13. Here's Ball. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Outside, Ball. Here's Salon, covered by Wiggins. Pass to Nurkic, and here's Smith. Launches from deep. The Thunder pull it in.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Oklahoma City foul. Alex Caruso. First personal foul, 13 foul. Shooting for Charlotte, Smith, taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And I like the alpha dog energy Smith brings onto the court. He's a rookie who already plays like a veteran.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Wiggins. And it's Cason Wallace in for Alex Caruso. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Bridges outside. Ball kicks to Smith. To the paint. Here's Bridges. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. For 3. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Bridges misses. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Hornets trail by 15. Here's Ball. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Ball's got 6 points in the quarter.
Wow, LaMelo is always a tough matchup, but tonight, almost impossible.
Outside Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Salon. Outside, Ball. Williams sends a screen for Ball. Williams. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. It's good. 14 points for Williams.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Smith kicks to Bridges. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Bridges outside. Now Ball. Down low. Here's Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
This guy looks like a veteran in pick-and-roll action already. LaMelo Ball just taking the defenders apart.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for the Thunder. Josh Green's checked in for Charlotte. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort, and we'll see how it works out. Kevin? Thanks
so much, David. On defense, Charlotte. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander against Ball. Williams, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Williams throws it down.
LaMelo Ball showing off that facilitation. That is pretty pick-and-roll basketball.
Oklahoma City leading by 11. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Hornets foul. LaMelo Ball. His 5th personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Oklahoma City, Gilgeous-Alexander. Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. Hornets trail by 13. Here's Ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
You love the fact that LaMelo Ball is not timid about drawing contact on the interior. Get that foul drawn, LaMelo.
That's good from Ball.
You know, seeing an uptick in his trips to the free throw line, really, since we came out of the half.
Ball hits them both. Dort with the ball. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. The layup off target. Outside, Ball. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Ball's got 32 points in the game. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander to the left wing. Here's Holmgren. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Holmgren's got 23 points.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
Ball, the pass to Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They trail by 9 points. Here's Ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal foul. 15 foul. Shooting for Charlotte, LaMelo Ball. Taking 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that brings them within 8. Cannot convert on the second. That misses.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
A shot by Williams, no good. Hornets trail by 8. Green finds Ball. On the wing, Bridges. Williams sets a screen for Bridges. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Miles Bridges has a frame that allows him to play through contact, and he welcomes and relishes those opportunities.
At the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Guys, what we've come to learn about Miles Bridges is this guy is a force on the offensive end. Whether he's inside or outside, you know he's going to be aggressive trying to put the ball in the basket.
No free throw is good from Bridges.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Hartenstein, and the dunk by Hartenstein.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Let's get up and get loud for your Thunder Disney.
.51 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. That shot missing. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Bridges. Holmgren gets the bucket.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Outside Williams. Double team on Williams. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Holmgren can't hit. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.